think there's a little fog on the screen, but don't let that bother you. I'll clean half your face off. I would do the whole face. Maybe it's just on the back. So this company, Ricomax, has sent me detectors before. I'm hesitant to do reviews because I'm not very good at it. Because, hang on, you got something in your eye. There you go. Just because it's not my thing. But hey, if they send them and they end up in the mail, then I'll show you. But they sent this one. This is the GC 1037, and this was the lightweight junior metal detector. So if you're a senior and your son has the same name and he's a junior, or your daughter's a junior, do daughters do juniors? I just thought about that. If you're a mother, you name your daughter the same thing, is she a junior? I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna put them together. I'm good at this, ain't I? So there they are, put together. Isn't that the cutest little thing you ever saw? It is so tiny and looks so professional, but we will put it to the test in a minute and see if it at least finds that screwdriver on top of the ground. This one here is set up more like an adult version. It does come with headphones, but since you can't deal with that because it's no fun, I'll go through the basics here. You have your discrimination. It has a notch where you can absolutely rule out bad targets. That shows you the strength of your signal. You know how good it is. And hang on. Sorry, something flew in my eye. And it does say it's going to tell you what it is, whether it's iron 5 cents, pull tab 1 cent, 10 cents, 25. I like the pull tab indicator so you know you need to dig it for sure. So anyway, let's go slow. Got this in the wrong hand. See if it finds a screwdriver. It found a screwdriver. Now, let's do something more. There's also nails in this concrete, and it's actually picking them up. Not nails, but rebar and stuff. So it goes a little deeper and a little better than I thought. And that is a gigantic iron thing you burn logs on. And it's not picking it up at all. Okay, it picked up that aluminum as 10 cents. You know what? That's fun. And this thing does work. It'd probably be best on a beach or something like that. It is waterproof up to about right there because it's plastic. Then it turns into metal up into here. And it's actually really easy to put together. This just slips on, you screw it down tight right there. It's fun and it's cool. But it's really up to you. And it also comes, like, here's the headphones, here's a little miniature e-tool, and here's the junior edition. It comes with little plastic diggers, which are actually pretty nice. Little place to put your thumb right there. I found that aesthetically pleasing and comforting. Industrial hygienists will love that, the way it works. This one I have not tried. That one I messed with, and I think I showed you one last time like that a long time ago. Anyway, when you're swinging a metal detector around, you want to swing it side to side like that. You don't want to go whoop, whoop, whoop. Sometimes you have to make those sounds up. So let me tighten this up. Hang on. That's a little better. Get it straight. And turn it on. Ooh, we've got action. Let's see if we can find a screwdriver. It's just so small. It's pretty cool because it puts a little arrow right on it. I think this is better than a big one. Is it horrible to say I like this one better than a big one? I like them both because that one does discriminate, shows your depth. You can notch things out, you can put on headphones and all that. But if you're just in for a little play date all by yourself or with Junior, you and Junior, this one is the way to go. Of course, everything snugs up. I don't have it all real tight yet. They take 9-volt batteries. Now that is some pretty fast response. Let's see how high we can get. few inches. My AT Gold and Pro isn't that quick. So yes, I'm impressed. And it comes with all your information on how to use it. That's a 1037, that's the grown-up model, and there's a junior. I will put the links to both these in the description if you have any interest. Let's go do something else. Let me know your thoughts on how incredibly impressed you are with my reviews. This is actually what I enjoy most. Playing in the moisture. I want to find the bottle that everyone wants to find. Actually, I guess if I really think about it, that's not true. I just want to find a cool bottle. I hope that y'all like the bottles I find. But as far as Americana Toiliana, it's everywhere. Why do people throw toilets in creeks? I guess they assume plaster to plaster, plaster to dust. Is that what a toilet's made out of? I don't know either. The water seems lower than it has been in a long time, which is odd considering the amount of moisture we've had lately. It's been a while since I found a good bottle. So today is the day we find one bottle. I see one bottle. I'm hesitant to stop after I pick it up because the water, of course I'm walking downstream on the right and I'm going to walk back upstream on the left. So I'm not going to look at this bottle until I get a little further down here and find a semi-shallow stopping point. I'm surprised I haven't found many yet. There it is. Top is broken. I have always liked, I wish I had your glasses again. I've always liked finding bottles, but I'll admit that until I met Brandon, Antique Archaeology, who's the bottle extraordinaire, I didn't pay a lot of attention to the historical significance because I didn't care. A cool bottle was a cool bottle. So let's ask ourselves, this is a cool bottle. Absolutely nothing on it. We will harvest nonetheless. I both tried hard to get back together this summer, but it's been tough. You add up the number of kids I have and how many I'm trying to drop off at a college somewhere, and I can't keep up with anything hardly that's going on. If it wasn't for my bride, I would be at a loss for everything. That's not a bottle, but it looks like a four-wheel drive toy. And I've got to get it out. I may regret it. Oh, it's a one-tire wonder. Three-tire wonder. So we'll make our way around here like we did before. Man, I thought something was pulling it out of my hands. Which really creeped me out. There it is. I can't get it up in the air to look at it. It's tied up with rope or string on the bottom. I'm not going to fight it because I will disturb absolutely everything downstream. That looks like a humongoid mortar round or a giant shrapnel round. But we've been there before, haven't we? I'm thinking about putting out that video again. I took it off the tube not long after I put it out. I had a camera I wasn't real familiar with at the time. And there's a lot of clicking sound. There is a whiskey flask-ish bottle. We'll get it and look at it. But there was a lot of clicking sound because I thought you had to keep pushing the button to make it focus. And you did. That's Prohibition era because it's got the marks on it. Do not pass go, do not collect $100 if you put anything in this. Right there at the top. I think. And I could be wrong. But since my new word is nonetheless, without the T at the end, we shall harvest nonetheless. So the video where I found the bomb, there's a bottle. Inside this pile of whatever. No, don't disappear on me. Golly, they disappear immediately when you don't get them. I really don't want to stick my hand in that tire. So we'll stop right here and let it clear up a little bit, then I'll stick my hand in the tire. I think it's a bottle. Man, I don't want to stick my hand in the tire. It is a bottle. It is a Pepsi. Tall, slick Pepsi. Not slick. Slightly embossed, missing a large piece of paper, I believe, was on these things. I want to harvest it, but I need to dump it out. So what I was talking about was the video of the World War I shrapnel round. Let me know if you think you'd like to see that again, if you had just joined us in the past few years. Like I said, I took it down because there was so much controversy around it. Even being so much as accused of putting it there. Believe me, I don't know where I'd get one of those to put somewhere. But I'm thinking about putting it back out as a start over. We shall harvest. And instead of having all the racket in the background clicking and everything, I think I would have decided is to learn how to put the video out and talk about it as it plays, so you have a better understanding of what's going on. Let me know your thoughts on that. I'd like to do it again just because I haven't watched it in a while. Actually, a long while. The sun is finally coming out, so you can see the bottom a little better, even without glasses. I got another one. I'm trying to gently walk out of this hole so I can look at it. The sun keeps going away and near, making it ever so difficult. That is a Dr. Pepper broken 10, 2, and 4. Really neat looking bottles. Too bad it's broke. One good thing about the water not moving so much, I'm kind of outrunning the dust. And we shall harvest. Now I want to go back right there, but I can't. I mean, I could, but I would not be able to see. You know, it's interesting. I found a couple of traps in this creek, like animal traps, live traps. I guess you'd call it a live trap till the animal passes and you get there, it's no longer a live animal trap. really surprised there aren't as many bottles this time, and wonder where they are. This looks like a standard issue hobble side Coke that I can't seem to pick up. So we'll carry it for a minute and walk away from the dust storm we created. We'll look for another one, and we'll look at this one in a minute. So what do you think? What do you think it says on it? Probably a glass bottle or Coca-Cola. The glass bottle part might be obvious. That looked like a pair of legs sticking up there. Turns out it was not. Okay, we're kind of out. Let's look. That is a Coke. It is from nowhere. So it is not as old as those from somewhere. So let's look for some that came from nowhere. I mean from somewhere. I saw another broken Dr. Pepper bottle back there, but I couldn't get it. I've made my turn. I'm heading back upstream now. And like always, you want to find guns. And there's a 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 shooter gun right there. She's a beauty, isn't she? I will not harvest that because it weighs about 20 pounds. There's a broken tall bottle. Not knee high. Is it knee high? What is that bottle called? I will place this one on the side and we will harvest and put in a pile where I've got my other pile of broken. Here is a really old bottle. And too bad it's got a big hole on the side. Look at that. That's a beauty, isn't it? Oh, it does have words. What does it say? Listerine. 8 ounces of your favorite whatever. It looks like it has a, I think it has a crawfish in it, but I feel like I need to harvest. We'll dump the crawfish out. I'm disturbing all the bass too. It's actually not green. Man, it's too bad it's got a hole in it. Even though it's an unmarked, who knows what it is bottle. Could have been anything. It's still the cool looking one. If I was a bottle, I'd get hung up in this. Wouldn't you? It's only about 101 right now. Pleasant to the onlooker. Sitting inside an automobile, blistering on my back. I do have a shirt on. Ah, there's another one. I wonder if it's old. Ah, it's broken. Are you old? Where are you? There you are. You're a little mustard queen. Come to me. What do y'all think, mustard? Do you remember when mustard came and stuff like that? I think I do. Oh man, we shall harvest. Once we drop it, then the harvest will be over for that particular bottle. There's a bottle, whole or not. Oh, it's another standard issue Coke. Could be old, could be rare, but most likely not. So let me get it up here. Let's look and see where you live or where you were born. You were born in South. What does that say? Why can't I make words come out of there? Oops. South Boston, Virginia. I did not know there was a Boston in Virginia's. So I do not have one of those. So we must definitely will harvest. Anyone ever heard of South Boston, Virginia? There's Boston in Virginia. Where is Boston? Where'd they put it? I think most maps say it's, look at that man purse. Say it's in Massachusetts, but there's no guarantees anymore. My bride was telling me she was watching TV, which is, first of all, not a good thing. No, I'm not a television activator. Oh my goodness. Becky, look, I'm utilizing the man purse you sent me to its fullest. And they were talking about whether you should or should not get the shot. And I don't know if that's a bottle or not. No, you've got to be kidding me. Look what just happened. My Achilles grippers just stopped gripping. That thing came all the way through the middle and spit itself right back out. I may have to stop and do some work. Anyway, that's disappointing. Like my arms are too short for the harvest. This one has served me a long time. We got to find the flaw inside here and then get in touch with Etor and say, hey, you know, I actually did contact them about not sponsoring me, but sending me truckloads of these. I never asked that question. Just hope it would come up on their end, but it didn't. So it's still just me and one broken Etor. Anyway, someone was talking about how it's good for pregnant women, whether they should or should not. Y'all all know what I'm talking about. The shot. And then the lady changed it later on and she turned it into pregnant people because she's afraid she would offend someone by saying pregnant women. I didn't understand that. I still don't understand it. So if you understand it, help me understand it. I gotta stop and see if I can fix this thing. I don't think I'll be able to. I've managed to lose one bottle already. It has an O on the side. It has an O on that side. But I do like green bottles. I can't believe I broke my grippers. I have another one in the wagon, but it's about a quarter mile upstream. So I've got to use my arms for something other than brushing my lovely locks of hair. Man, and this spot is always ripe with bottles. I gotta harvest that. I lost that cool one. No, I didn't. There it is with the hole in the side. I lost the mustard. Man, I can't stick my arm down. This is too deep. Maybe there'll be one up here in the shallows. I do not see any at all. Okay, is that a bottle poking out? Or is it a stick? I guess I can use it as a poker. I did pull the end off and put it back on. So I don't have to carry 8 pieces around. You know what I've never seen in this creek? Is a snake. I see a lot of fish. A lot of bass. There's 2 red eyes right there trailing me. Actually, I'm following them upstream. Here's your harvest. There's always room for a golf ball. You got to be careful. I almost reached in and picked up a goose firecracker. When goose get in here and make their potties, it looks like M80s on the bottom. There's a bottle, another Coke. But you can't just reach in and grab them. So if you pick up a firecracker in a creek and it disintegrates in your hand, Gadsden Allah, then rest assured it was not a firecracker. Well, it was. But it's a goose firecracker. Not a keeper. No matter how hard you try, you can't keep them. They instantly turn into ice cream when they leave the water. And what are you gonna do with a pocket full of ice cream? I mean, I understand if you got a pocket full of sunshine, but ice cream's another story. Oops. I've been talking and walking with a camera, and pulled up this bottle and realized my camera was hung in Never Never Land. This bottle says McGraw, M-C-C-R-A-W, in 2 different places. And then the contents on the side, and nothing on the bottom. I've never found a bottle that said McGraw. Is that the world's rarest bottle? Okay, you internet experts, figure out what a is it McGraw or McCraw? It's a McGraw, M-C-G-R-A-W. Figure that one out. I think I'm done. So what did we get? My favorite is that McGraw and that Green Sea, and that other one that was from South Boston, Virginia. And then there's a Gadsden. Oh, that does say Gadsden. That one says Gadsden. That one says Gadsden. And there's our little trick bottle. Of course, when you do your thumbnail, you put all the broken pieces towards the back so nobody sees that you go, oh, it's broken. But yeah, my favorite is that one. And then we got a broken e-tour. So anyway, thanks for watching my videos. Take a minute to hit the like button and subscribe. And stay on me forever. Thanks for watching my videos.